Give the call to the member for Bennelong.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. In my electorate of Bennelong, people expect their government to act on climate change. They're not interested in the climate wars, they're not interested in the dithering and delay of the former government, and they're not interested in the arguments that they're having amongst themselves right now. They want a government to take clear action, progress, and I see that will from people in Bennelong every day. Families adding rooftop solar to their houses, small businesses investing in renewable energy technology, taking up some of the grants of the Albanese Labor government to help them, schools teaching kids about sustainability. It's part of who Bennelong is, practical, forward-looking and determined to leave their climate and environment better than they found them. And that's why in 2022 and again in 2025, Deputy Speaker, Bennelong voted for a government that would take climate change seriously and had a plan for climate action grounded in science, not in politics, and for a government that would deliver on that, not delay it. And since coming to office, we've upheld our end of the bargain, Deputy Speaker. We've done more for emissions reduction and climate change in 3 years than the Coalition did in a decade. We've lifted our emissions reduction target from 26% to 43% by 2030, and we've set an ambitious reductions target of up to 70% reduction by 2035, with that range of 62 to 70%. And of course, we actually believe and are working towards net zero by 2050, because that's the absolute bare minimum, right? The science tells us, the expert tells us, the absolute bare minimum, Deputy Speaker, is net zero by 2050. I know my community want us to get there sooner than that. I certainly want to get there sooner than that. But net zero by 2050 is the minimum. And you just need to read the papers, see the speeches in this place from those opposite, that many of them don't even agree with that. They don't even get into the bare minimum. And when we have members sitting here laughing at this, Deputy Speaker, the bare minimum is net zero by 2050. We have to get there. And to get there, we've got a plan. We've rolled out our new vehicle efficiency standards. We've got the EV discounts, a tax cut for people getting low emissions transport. Incredibly important. We know that the transport sector is hard to abate, and switching people to low emissions vehicles is incredibly important. Since we've come to government, low emissions vehicle sales have risen from 2% to 10% in just 3 years, and we know that there's more to do. We've approved over 100 renewable energy projects. That milestone just reached a week or two ago, Deputy Speaker. That's enough to power over 11 million households, reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 53 million tonnes every year. And for the detail, Deputy Speaker, that's 43 solar farms, 22 onshore wind farms, 13 large-scale energy renewable storage systems, and some hybrid systems where you've got the solar farm and the battery on the same site, which is what the 100th approval was. We're transforming Australia's energy grid because we have to. We know that coal is exiting the system, and we need a government that takes energy policy seriously. And that's not what we had for 9 years, Deputy Speaker. We had a government that had more energy policies than they did underwear in their top drawer, Deputy Speaker. They couldn't pick which one they'd go with, and then they tried another one at the last election, the nuclear policy. Well, the electorate nuked them, Deputy Speaker, absolutely wiped that policy, and they told us to go further with renewable energy, and that's what we'll continue to do. Capacity Investment Scheme is unlocking 32 gigawatts of renewable energy generation, and we see that being taken up at the household and small businesses as well with our home battery subsidy, Deputy Speaker. Over 80,000 home batteries installed, which is incredible from the 1st of July, because households understand the transition. It's like the only ones that don't understand the transition are those opposite, those who tried to laugh our projects out of here, and they don't get it. Households get it in the regions and the suburbs. Communities understand it. Bennelong understand it. The governments understand it, but the opposition do not. Because the last update I had, Deputy Speaker, from the Minister was that across our community, 321 new home batteries have been installed. So I'd like to ask the Minister if I could get a please update get an update on the rollout of Commonwealth-funded EV chargers.
I
Please.
thank the member. The question is that the proposed expenditure be agreed to, and I give the call to